There we go. It's the Patriots again. It's the 2014 version of the New England Patriots against the 2019 Kansas City Chiefs. And I'm trying to think. This is the team that defeated Seattle in the Super Bowl. Or the, quote-unquote big game, let's say. Anyways, New England is here to kick off. Let's start with, let's go caps lock, my coding. Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes, the stars mean that they both won or went to the Pro Bowl, which you would hope. I mean, you'd hope you'd see, Pro Bowl quarterbacks here at this stage. The greatest teams of the 2010s RFS version. Away we go. This is game number 7 out of 148 or something like that. So yeah, here we are. 2019 Kansas City. The team on defense, they did win the Super Bowl. They did win the championship. Yes. Both of these teams. It's rare that you have two teams, or that I have two teams that are also champions. Wow, Shane Vereen is the 8A runner? That's bleak. I mean, bleak in the sense that there's no captain back there. Shane Vereen and Jonas Gray, there's no differentiation between A and C. Let's throw to Brandon LaFell. This team won the Super Bowl? Holy cow. I don't know that I've played with them in over a decade. So, here we go. Rob Gronkowski, 4th and 9. I guess I haven't learned to attack. They're not as multiple as 2016. Who I can't wait to play with again. They were fun. The allegiance in the team that I root for in real time is not necessarily the allegiance in RFS. I'm just sort of looking for teams that can produce a flowing game of RFS. And some teams that are fun to me in real time are not good at that per se. We'll see about either of these teams. Kansas City was heavily represented in the last version of RFS. Heavily. And I figure them to be continuing that in this version and the next. I have Tyreek Hill. I have Mecole Hardman. Sack. Damian Williams. Nope. 3rd and 6. Let's pass to Tyreek Hill. 4th and 13 at the 37. Alright, field goal. Harrison Butker, wide right. New England will take over. Jonas Gray. It's a little too far to the right, if you ask many. Some, maybe not. Ah, fumble. There it goes. Back to Kansas City. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line of New England. We're going to run into the run. Darrell Williams. 4 yards. How about Travis Kelce? This was the, I think this was the team, this was the version where he famously declared that you need to fight for your right to party. Which nationally everyone didn't understand, but I think the Chiefs had kind of used it as sort of a, one of their songs, right? I don't fully understand or care necessarily. There's Patrick Mahomes up to the goal line. No one knew who Patrick Mahomes was. Truly sort of a breakout couple of seasons for him. Damian Williams can't get across the goal line. Mahomes will. That's a touchdown. 6 points. 7 points. 7-0. Harrison Butker to kick off. First and 10 on the 27. At least I feel like I can fix the kickoffs, but I have to do it individually for each team before I start the game, so the videos are still a little bit further between than I would like them to be, but I'm doing what I can, sort of a diary of this project. LeGarrette Blount, 4th and 2 on the 35. Ugh. End of the first quarter. Oh, punt the ball. Really don't want to punt the ball, but it's already happened. Kansas City has 1st and 10 on the 24. Let's throw the ball to Mecole Hardman. 9 yards. Could be a lot worse, New England. How about the Marcus Robinson scramble for I don't know how many yards, but they're at the 35. Kansas City will gain a lot of yards. I think that was 28 to Travis Kelce. How about Blake Bell? Sometimes you can just throw confidently to Blake Bell. Many others you can't. LaShawn McCoy makes the first down, but that's a holding call. New England will take that. Bill Belichick wasn't named. He wasn't born yesterday. Damian Williams, 4th and 10 at the 37. All right, let's try the field goal. Penalty. 4th and 15 at the 58. And that's the 42, so punt. Reluctantly, it's probably the best call. Because New England hasn't done anything so far, so we'll see what they do here. Let's throw to Brandon LaFell. Having a hard time completing a pass. How about Edelman? Oh, let's run with LeGarrette Blount. 4 yards, 4th and 6 from the 24. New England, you're not disproving the point that bleak football coaching doesn't not win. Let's pass the ball to Tyreek Hill. There we go, complete, first down. All right. 138 passing yards for Kansas City so far. Halfway through the second quarter, New England has failed to complete a pass. Let's throw to Tyreek Hill again. That's a first down. Kansas City there at the 21-yard line of New England. Fumble lost. Damian Williams loses the fumble and New England will take over at the 13. They'll follow that up with a false start penalty. And let's throw the ball to Gronkowski. Incomplete. 2nd and 15. 3rd and 13. Throw it to Gronkowski. complete for 5 yards. 4th and 8. Brady gets off the Schneid. 1st and 15. What's the origin of Schneid? That feels like I don't think Chris Berman invented that. He popularized it, certainly. Much like I'm going to popularize punting the ball if I keep this game going. DeAnthony Thomas calls for a fair catch to add to the excitement. Kansas City will have the ball at the 44. LaShawn McCoy loses the football. That's 2 fumbles lost on 2 plays consecutively for Kansas City. New England has failed to take advantage of anything so far, so it hasn't mattered, but Brandon LaFell, complete first down. All right, New England, up to the 18. That was a big gainer, 29 yards. Let's throw to Julian Edelman. Timeout. Player calls timeout. New England right off the 2-minute warning. Bet, as they say, or said in past days. There's an interception, killing the momentum. Kansas City will have the ball at the 47-yard line, and let's try to Byron Pringle, because Kansas City can complete passes to players like Byron Pringle. Call a timeout. That was an 8-yard catch. Yes. How about Tyreek Hill? That's complete first down at the 35. Let's throw it to Byron Pringle. Ooh, do I spike the ball? Oh, no. Timeout. First and 10 at the 21. I have the opportunity to spike it after this if I complete it. So, okay, that's where I'm at. Mecole Hardman, incomplete. I no longer have the opportunity to spike the ball. And I'll try for the field goal to go for 10-0. Harrison Butker is to the left of that decision in regards to right down the middle. It was a 10-yard, 10-0, not 10-yard, 10-0 halftime lead. How far was that kick? It feels like that was like 30 or something. No, 21, 40 yards. Yeah, Harrison Butker's a great kicker. So I don't mean to disparage or, as far as football terms go, right? Of course. So 10-0. New England has failed to show up. 23 yards on the ground and 34 passing. They've recovered 2 fumbles and failed to take advantage of anything. So we'll see what happens here second half.